2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday the 10th of June, and it's Ballpoint Pen Day. And a big happy birthday to Elizabeth Hurley, Sasha Obama, Kate Upton and Carlo Ancelotti. Thursday saw Prime Minister Boris Johnson make a major speech in Blackpool as he seeks to reset his premiership and focus on future policy rather than Partygate. The major announcement was a change in housing policy which is calling benefits to bricks, and it's aimed at letting social tenants buy their homes.
I want us to deliver on the long-standing commitment made by several governments to extend the right to buy to housing associations.
Critics suggest that the scheme won't work and that it'll be difficult for those on benefits to save for a deposit, and that the money would be better spent on more affordable housing. Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer says it's the wrong approach.
It is a reheated version of an idea that the government had back in 2015. They piloted it, it didn't work.
Levelling Up and Housing Secretary Michael Gove was on Talk TV to talk up the scheme, but really struggled when it came to the detail.
It's your area of responsibility. You're the Housing Secretary. How many people do you think this policy will affect?
I don't know, and I can't know. And nobody can know precisely how many people will individually choose to take advantage of a policy.
Apart from his new housing plan, Boris also spoke on the cost of living crisis and a new plan to help the public by cutting costs.
Over the next few weeks, this government will be setting out reforms to help people cut costs in every area of household expenditure, from food to energy to childcare to transport and housing.
However, he clearly wasn't keen on seeing wages rise, warning of a potential inflation spiral. Instead, he seems to be leaning towards cutting taxes and government expenditure, including across the civil service. He also hinted at tax cuts on imports.
We do not grow many olives in this country that I'm aware of. Why do we have a tariff of 93p per kilo on Turkish olive oil? Why do we have a tariff on bananas? This is a truly amazing and versatile country. But as far as I know, we do not grow many bananas, but not even in Blackpool.
With rail strikes on the way, there'll be considerable pressure over wages, not helped as the cost of living continues to climb. Thursday saw the price of a tank of fuel for a family car hit the £100 mark. The RAC called it a truly dark day for drivers. And motoring journalist Quentin Wilson says there's no sign of a let-up anytime soon.
Fuel prices are not going to go down anytime soon, and neither is oil. But the problem we face is that everything we buy in the shops and most of the service economy relies on diesel.
Thursday evening saw all the main US TV networks, apart from Fox News, hand their primetime channels over to the January the 6th committee for the first of 6 public hearings on the events around the Capitol riot. The committee had promised to blow the roof off by unveiling a conspiracy, which they've tracked through thousands of interviews and meticulous investigation. Committee Chairman Congressman Benny Thompson made it clear what they'd found.
January 6th was the culmination of an attempted coup, a brazen attempt, as one rioter put it shortly after January 6th, to overthrow the government. And
Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney pointed the finger squarely at the former president as the man at the centre of the conspiracy.
On the morning of January 6th, President Donald Trump's intention was to remain president of the United States, despite the lawful outcome of the 2020 election and in violation of his constitutional obligation to relinquish power.
The battle on the Eastern Front in Ukraine continues, with Russian forces shelling Severodonetsk even as street-to-street fighting continues. 2 British men, Aidan Aslin and Sean Pinner, along with a Moroccan man, Sadoun Brahim, who fought as part of the Ukrainian army, have been sentenced to death after a show trial in Russia-controlled Donetsk. The trial was televised, but the men appear to have had no legal representation and should be protected by the Geneva Convention as soldiers.
Do you have any objections to considering this case now?
No objections.
British Foreign Secretary Liz Truss condemned the trial, saying the British government will do everything they can to support them. The men have 1 month to appeal or else face death by firing squad. Ukrainian President Zelensky, who continues to call for more long-range weapons as Germany delays delivery of promised military aid, made a direct appeal to Joe Biden and the United States to use their influence to speed up support.
I am grateful to President Biden for uniting the free world when the Russian threat arose. And this is my question to the United States, both to the parties and to society, to both Democrats and Republicans, to the Congress and to the President. It is time to be 100% influential.
Still to come on the Smart 7, it's all kicking off in the world of golf, and there's a brand new Buzz Lightyear in town. Right after this.
Welcome back.
Thursday saw the start of a brand new golf event called Live Golf, led by legendary golfer Greg Norman. It offers a prize fund of $25 million for each event, but it's funded by Saudi Arabia, who've been accused of so-called sports washing. Players who've joined the new event include Phil Mickelson, Lee Westwood, Dustin Johnson and Graham McDowell. Most of them have now been suspended by the PGA Tour. Ian Poulter had a tough time at the first event's press conference in London.
If Vladimir Putin had a tournament, would you play there?
That's speculation. Not even going to comment on speculation.
World number 8 Rory McIlroy has very definitely decided not to join, and he had some thoughts on the lure of cash.
Any decision that you make in your life that's purely for money usually doesn't end up going the right way.
There's a brand new Lightyear in town. It's a spin-off from the Toy Story universe, and it tells the origin story of everyone's favourite plastic ranger of Star Command. Chris Evans, that's Captain America, not the Virgin Breakfast guy, is the voice of Buzz, and he spoke to Entertainment Tonight at the red carpet premiere. The movie hit cinemas on June the 17th.
Complete the sentence for me. To infinity
and beyond.
Oh my gosh, what was it like the first time you said it?
Nerve-wracking.
Really?
Well, yeah, because it's something that we all know from someone else.
Yeah.
You know, so it's big shoes to fill, and you want to put your own interpretation on it, but you also have to make sure you pay homage to what we all know and what we all love.
There's a new gritty psychological thriller called Blackbird on its way to your Apple TV+. It stars Taron Egerton along with Greg Kinnear and the late Ray Liotta. It's based on actual events and follows the story of a high school football star who ended up serving a 10-year prison sentence, but is offered a deal if he'll swap to an insane asylum and befriend a serial killer to help close a case. The first 2 episodes drop on July the 8th.
You want me to check into hell and befriend the demon? Not for all the money in the world.
How about freedom?
This has been The Smart 7. Wherever you're listening, do us a favour and hit the follow button. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Have a great day. Written, produced and published by Daft Doris.